But the Joker isn't a character unique to Batman. We've encountered this Joker character before, and since. The Joker's true name, or one of many, is Asmodeus. But first, here's the intro from the movie Spawn.
The battle between heaven and hell has waged eternal. Their armies fueled by souls harvested on Earth. The devil Malbolgia has sent a lieutenant to Earth to recruit men who will turn the world into a place of death in exchange for wealth and power. A place that will provide enough souls to complete his army and allow Armageddon to begin.
In Spawn, you've got this Joker kind of guy who's working for the devil. His job was to prepare Earth so that Spawn may lead Satan's army to heaven and destroy it. In the movie, Spawn is betrayed and killed by his boss, is sent to hell, and makes a deal with Satan to get a second chance for revenge and love so long as he leads Satan's army to attack heaven. Spawn agrees and returns to the land of the living with incredible abilities and a regenerative body made of a luminous material. Now the clown is kind of bitter because he believes that his likeness is closer to Satan than Spawn's is, and that he should lead Satan's army. And although he's bitter, he's under strict orders to ensure Spawn succeeds in all he does. Eventually, the tension surfaces, Spawn and the clown fight, Spawn wins, refuses to play ball with Satan's plan, and the Earth is saved. This demonic clown has quite a bit in common with the Joker. Then there's Asmodeus, from the movie Gabriel. Gabriel is about an archangel named Gabriel, who was sent from heaven to do battle with demon villains. He arrives to find a dark, cruel world where his comrades, who are also angels, live in hiding and fear while demons rule humanity. After locating his superhero friends, he's disappointed to discover that they've discontinued their fight against evil, and now live in the shadows. Almost immediately after banding together behind Gabriel, Asmodeus and Samael discover the Archangel's locations and begin picking them off in an effort to remove the forces of goodness so that the souls of the city will belong to the fallen. After a drawn-out crusade to kill the fallen one by one, Gabriel eventually works his way up to Samael, who he kills and dies with. Then there's Ozymandias, from the Watchmen. Watchmen is about a group of crime-fighting superheroes who retire and go their separate ways. All but two of these superheroes, Ozymandias and Dr. Manhattan, keep their identity secret. Soon it appears that members of the retired supergroup, the Watchmen, are being targeted for assassination. It is eventually revealed that superhero and former colleague Ozymandias is behind the plan to neutralize his ex-partners so that he may bring about a massive change on a global scale by using a series of false flag terror attacks. Watchmen, similar to Gabriel, includes a superhero who's disappointed that his comrades who are retired, in hiding, and letting a potentially evil plot proceed unchallenged. But more than that, it includes two characters whose names sound similar, Asmodeus and Ozymandias. Not exactly a stretch. Still more than that, both are behind assassinations and rumored to be homosexual. Here's Adrian, aka Ozymandias, from Watchmen, hanging out with the village people.
Even Adrian fight. Possible homosexual.
Here's Asmodeus' play toy, who is obviously a man in drag. And this scene definitely ties him to the Joker, and it was designed to. Just like the famous scene with Jack Nicholson looking into the mirror, Gabriel has this scene. And similar to Jack Nicholson's Joker, Asmodeus cuts up his human pet and refers to it as art.
It's fucking hideous.
She's not finished yet.
Bob, Alicia.
Why is she wearing a mask?
Well, she's just a sketch, really. It's a living work of art. I'm no Picasso, but do you like it?
Hints that Asmodeus is homosexual also come up in Spawn.
Get away from me, you fudge-packing midget!
These 5 characters have quite a bit in common. 4 wear purple suits, 4 end up betraying the people he's working with, 3 are gay, 2 are concerned with gathering souls from Earth. Ozymandias from Watchmen has what appears to be a left eye on his belt, while Asmodeus from Gabriel gets his right eye gouged out, and all 5 run criminal organizations and are cold-hearted. But more than that, it's the relationship between the Joker and this character who dies and comes back. Repeatedly, the Joker and Batman spare each other's lives, and in Gabriel and Spawn, the Joker is under strict orders not to kill this character. My guess is, the true relationship between this character is more accurately told in Spawn, where there's actually an agreement between the two. The Joker's most common role is to corrupt this main character by provoking him into making bad choices, rather than killing him.
Told you, spent 5 years preparing the Earth for your arrival, mister.
Then why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to
kill you? What would I do without you?
And here in the movie Gabriel, even though Asmodeus recognizes Gabriel as an enemy angel, rather than fight him, he instead intends to corrupt him, and does so because he's under orders.
Give this gentleman half price. I've got a feeling we'll be seeing him again.
Watchmen and Gabriel also have yet another character in common, Moloch. Complete with odd-shaped ears, bald heads, and both working for the bad guys. Moloch was an ancient Canaanite god who was mentioned in the Bible as a pagan god whose followers would sacrifice their children to by throwing them in fire. Today, members of the Bohemian Grove gather to reenact this ancient ritual by burning a human in effigy. So who is Asmodeus? Asmodeus is mentioned in both the Hebrew Talmud and the Book of Tobit. He is considered to be one of the princes of hell, whose cardinal sin is lust, and he reportedly twists people's sexual desires. In the Talmud, he's even depicted as a humorous fellow who marries Lilith, another character in the movie Gabriel. In Watchmen, Ozymandias runs a company called Pyramid International, and in the movie creates a new world order by uniting the nations against Dr. Manhattan. But in the graphic novel, the crisis Ozymandias uses to unite the nations is a fake alien invasion. By the end, Ozymandias, who is obsessed with all things Egyptian, succeeds in his conspiracy, which results in world peace. Watchmen includes yet another character of Illuminati significance, Ra, the Sun God, aka Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan, who chills out at the Rockefeller Military Research Center, is repeatedly connected to the sun god Ra. And similar to Ra, the sun god of Egyptian mythology, Dr. Manhattan turns his back on humanity and leaves Earth, and humanity has turned against him. So, Dr. Manhattan retreats to Mars and constructs a flying machine that looks like the sun no matter which direction you're looking at it. Here's Ra, written out in Egyptian hieroglyphs. Notice the sun symbol here. Now look at the symbol on Dr. Manhattan's forehead. This Egyptian symbol designates the sun. It's also worth noting that Ozymandias, Manhattan's buddy, has a belt adorned with the Eye of Ra. Even our old super friend, the reluctant Batman, shows up in Watchmen. More so than the graphic novel, the movie contains one of the biggest ripoffs of all time, The Night Owl 2, aka Batman the Dark Knight. Daddy left him a pile of cash, an alter ego he and everybody else is afraid of, advanced gadgets and vigilante doodads in his basement, and some scenes are just plain insulting. The Watchmen are an obvious reference to the Watchers, spoke about in the Bible and numerous other texts as being those who were sent down to guide and protect mankind, but eventually go bad. Watchmen caters to conspiracy theorists. It includes pyramids, a New World Order, Rockefeller Research Center where the sun god hangs out, a grassy knoll, Moloch, a character called Mothman, and even a convenient justification for false flag terror.
Have you read your profile recently? You are a borderline psychopath, perfect for government service. No guilt, no fear. You're a killing machine.